We will start in a standing position, and just for a second, just kind of ground into your feet. Let your arms hang nice and heavy. Close your eyes down, and then just for a moment, take a nice deep breath. And then see if you can start to find this little sway side to side. So just shifting your weight to your left foot and to your right foot, and just noticing that little transfer of weight in your body. Notice your feet on the ground. And then keeping your eyes closed if you can, and feel free to open them if you need to, but if you can, keeping your eyes closed, step your feet just slightly wider so you're coming into this wider base of support. And then we're going to start to twist a little bit. So just let your arms kind of swing gently side to side, and let your heels pivot and move with you. And then if your hands are open with an open palm situation, see if you can just close your hands up to a light little fist, and then keep that tap going around the hip area. But now add a little bit of an intention to that tap. So as you tap the hips, maybe tune in and notice, feel that little bit of thump or vibration that happens at the body where you hit. Take one more twist in this low position. Then we're going to start to move the hands up just slightly. So you're going to tap around the midsection, tap around the belly. And then keep that twist going, but we're going to take the arms up a little higher. So we're going to tap around the ribs and around the armpits. Nice. And then keep that twisting going, but now we're going to take the arms and just kind of throw them up over the shoulder. Beautiful. One more little twist side to side, and then start to bring it down. So tap around the armpits, tap around the belly, tap around the hips, and then let all of that come to stillness. Let your arms be soft and heavy. Close your eyes. Notice your body. Notice your hips, your belly, your ribs, your chest, and your shoulders. And then bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and just take a moment to focus on your breath. Take a nice, generous inhale. Nice, slow but natural exhale. Two more nice big breaths here. And then before we move away from this place, just take a moment here to set an intention to honor your mind and your body throughout your practice, never doing anything that would cause your body pain, and treating yourself with love, care, and respect. With that intention set, the hand that's on the belly, bring it up and stack it right on the hand that's on the heart. And then just put a little press onto the heart center so that you've trapped that skin and connective tissue. As you inhale, lift your chin up to the sky. And as you exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest. Inhale and lift your chin up. Exhale, tuck your chin down. And do that one more time. Inhale, lift your chin up. Exhale, tuck your chin down, and then bring your head to a neutral position. Left hand's going to touch down to the thigh, right hand's going to reach up. Take a couple little gentle side bends, just staying over on that one side. So we're just going to lean over, let the side body open up just a little bit. Beautiful. And then on this last one, stay there. Think about pulling that top thumb back just slightly. Get a deeper opening through the side of the body. Take a nice big breath. And then when you're ready, lift up, take it over to the other side. So let your hand touch down, and then start with those smaller side bends just to allow a little time to let the side body open up. Nice. And then the next time you lean over, stay there. Go just a little bit further. Maybe draw that thumb back. Maybe turn your head, look up. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Beautiful. And then lift up with control. And we're just going to take a couple of rolls of the shoulders. So just shrug the shoulders up to the ears, roll them around, down and back. Awesome. And then keep the shoulders down and back, and then step your feet in so that they're about hip width distance apart. Take a nice big breath, reach your arms up. And then as you exhale, bend your knees a lot, hinge from your waist, reach down towards the ground. Bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll all the way back up to a standing position. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge from your waist, fold down to the ground. Bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll up, roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll up to a standing position, roll your shoulders down and back. Cool. And then I'm going to turn and face the front of my mat, but you arrange yourself in any way that works good for you. But from here, you're just going to shift your weight over to your left foot, slide your right leg to the back of the mat, press your heel into the ground, and then we're going to pick it up right away and slide it forward. Switch to the other side. So transfer your weight over to your right foot, slide your left leg back, press back into your heel, and then right away, step that foot forward. Inhale, reach both arms up. We're going to sink into a little chair pose. So bring your butt down and back. Inhale, rise up nice and slow and controlled. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, look to the sky. Inhale, raise your arms up, hold that imaginary beach ball over your head. Shift your weight to your left foot, slide your right leg back, press into your heel, lift your heart, lift your gaze, take a nice big breath, and then right away, keep those hands up, slide that right foot in, transfer your weight over to your right foot, slide your left leg back, press into your heel, lift your chest, lift your gaze, slide that left foot in, keep both hands up and overhead back into that chair pose. Sink your butt down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, look to the sky. Inhale, reach up and grab that imaginary beach ball. And now we're going to transfer the weight over to the left foot. Slide your right leg back, but out a little bit wider. And now we're going to drop the heel down. So the toe is going to turn out slightly. And then we're going to take our hips and rotate them forward. So the hips are reaching back towards the front end of the mat. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, take a nice big breath. And then we're going to bring the hands down in front of the heart and make little tiger paws. So we're going to curl the fingers in just a little bit, and then we're going to move with this warrior one. So we're going to lean forward and let your hips kind of hinge with you. Lean forward, press your hands forward, pull those paws back to your heart. And then as you come in, straighten that front leg, push your palms down. Pull them back to the heart, bend that front knee, lean forward, push your palms forward, let your hips move with you. Bring it back to your heart, straighten the front leg, push your palms down. Nice. One more just like that. Palms to the heart, press forward, let your hips move with you. Bring it back in, straighten the front leg, push the palms down. And then bend that front knee, release your tiger paws, reach your arms up and overhead, look to the sky, take a nice big breath. Awesome. And now we're going to pivot that back heel, hop that foot up to the front end of the mat, pause for a moment in mountain pose, gaze forward, hands down, take a nice big breath. On your next inhale, raise your arms up, grab that imaginary beach ball, transfer your weight onto your right foot, slide your left leg back and out just a little bit. So it's a little bit of a wider position. The heel is going to drop down, toes are going to turn out, and then we're going to pull the hips forward. So we're going to just feel like we're wrapping the hips forward or shining the hips forward to the front end of the mat. Lift your gaze, lift your heart. Pull those tiger paws down to your heart, and then we're going to move a little bit here. Bend that front knee, lean forward, let your hips move with you. Pull it back to your heart, straighten the front leg, press the palms down. Awesome. Bend and bring it in. Reach forward. Pull back to the heart, straighten the front leg. Lovely. Bring it to the heart. Bend and lean forward. Pull it back to your heart. Press and bring it down. Bend and bring that knee in. Reach your arms up. Look to the sky. Take a nice big breath. Pivot the back heel. Step that foot up to the top of the mat. Sink right into a little chair. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, look to the sky. And then release your hands down at your side and grab your TheraBand or your yoga strap. And then we'll just move into the shoulders just a little bit. So we're going to take that strap behind the back with the palms facing backwards. And then once you've got that, just take a little bit of a pump with the arms. So we're just going to reach the hands behind. Notice how your shoulders feel. Notice your head and your neck as well. One more pump of the arms just like this, and then let your hands kind of rest comfortably against your back. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. Stay there. Push your palms back. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Release your hands down. Bring your head back up to a neutral position, and we'll do it to the other side. So drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. Push your palms back. Bring your hands back in. Return your head to a neutral position. And now we're going to take it into a fold. So bend your knees, hinge from your waist. We're going to let the arms fall away from the back of the body. Fold yourself over just to a depth that feels good to you, and then let your arms hang as heavy as they can. Take one more breath. Let your hands come to your low back, lift from the top of your head, let your heart follow, come up nice and slow. And then keeping those hands behind the back, push the palms back, drop your right ear over to your right shoulder, take a nice big breath. Keep the hands back, bring your head to neutral, and then over to the other side, take a nice big breath. Bring your head back to neutral, release your arms, let go of your TheraBand, set it down on the ground, and then come back to your mountain pose. Anchor into your feet, lift up to the crown of your head, but now just take a moment to notice. Notice your shoulders, your neck, and your collarbones. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up and grab that imaginary beach ball, transfer your weight over to your left foot, slide your right leg back, find your warrior one. So the heel drops down, toes turn out about 45 degrees, sink just a little bit deeper into that front leg. Beautiful. And then just one time, we're going to move here. So bring those tiger paws to your heart, lean forward and press. Bring it back to the heart, straighten that front leg, press your hands down. Now keep that straight leg, release your tiger paws, bring the hands behind the back, and you'll either catch hold of the elbows or prayer hands behind the back, just whatever feels like a more comfortable position. And then from here, square up your hips, hinge from your waist, lean forward, and just take it to that halfway point. So like a half forward fold, we're just staying in line with the hips, reaching through the crown of the head. So gaze is down at the floor. One more breath. Beautiful. Lift up through the crown of your head. Come up nice and slow. Release your arms, bend the front knee, float through your warrior two. Pick up your back heel so it pivots a little bit. Hop that foot up. Keep that reach above your head. Exhale, sink into your chair. Inhale, rise up. Keep the hands above your head. Shift your weight over to your right foot. Slide your left leg back. Pivot the heel. Turn the toes out slightly. Square up your hips so we find that warrior one. Lovely. And then draw those tiger paws to your heart. Lean forward, press forward. Bring it back into your heart, press down straight in the front leg, release your tiger paws, hands behind the back again. So either prayer hands or clasp your elbows, whatever feels good. Square up your hips, hinge from your waist, lean forward, come to that halfway point, and then just keep that nice long line of your spine. So gaze is down at the floor. Beautiful. Reach through the crown of your head. Let your heart follow. Come up nice and slow. Bend that front knee. Release your arms. Float through your warrior one. Pick up that back heel. Hop that foot forward. Grab that beach ball above your head. Exhale. Sink into your chair. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to cactus your arms. Open your chest. Look to the sky. And then from here, we're going to float the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers here. Draw the knuckles down, squeeze between the shoulder blades, lift the arms just slightly away from the back of your body, and then lift your chin up to the sky. Take 3 nice big breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, release your chin to a neutral position, unlace your hands, reach them up and overhead, hang on here, and then we're going to take some heel lifts from here. So we're going to keep that nice lifting up and overhead situation. Inhale, lift your heels away from the floor. Exhale, float your heels back down. Inhale, lift your heels away from the floor. Exhale, float your heels back down. One more just like that. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, float your heels down, sink into your chair. One good breath here. And then as you exhale, we'll take it into a forward fold, but keep a soft and generous bend in the knees. And then just make a little space here for your belly, for your chest, and let your head drop down nice and heavy. Take one more breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll on up to a standing position, roll your shoulders around, down, and back. Inhale, reach up, grab that imaginary beach ball, shift your weight over to your left foot, slide your right leg back, drop the heel down, turn the toes out, hips stay facing forward, lift your chest, lift your gaze, take a nice big breath. Beautiful. Pivot that back heel, step it back in with control, transfer your weight onto your right foot, slide your left leg back, pivot the heel, hips square up, lift your chest, lift your gaze, take a nice big breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, pick up that heel, slide that foot in, sink right into your chair pose, take one good breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're going to dive the heart forward. So take a nice big forward fold here. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften all the way down. And now we're going to step our feet down into a tabletop position. So slow and controlled, step your feet down into that tabletop position and then take 3 cat-cows here. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale to round your back. Inhale to drop your belly. Exhale to round your back. One more time here. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale to round your back. Beautiful. And then find a neutral spine. Big toes together, knees to the outer edges of your mat, or knees just as wide as feels good. Come to extended child's pose. Pull your butt back to your heels. Snuggle in here. Make some space for your belly. Make some space for your chest. And then let everything be nice and heavy. Take one more breath. And then on your next inhale, start to lift your butt away from your heels. Walk your knees in just slightly. So we still want to keep a little bit of a wide base of support. So let your knees be in a nice, comfortable, wide position. And then we're going to take it into puppy pose. So we're going to keep our hips fairly in line with the knees. Walk your hands towards the top edge of your mat. And now just let your chest and your forehead melt down. Make plenty of space for your shoulders so your arms can be just as wide as feels good. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back in nice and easy. And then we're going to spin it around. So we're going to sit back on our butt. So spin your legs around in any way that works good for you. And then send your legs out in front of you nice and long. Take a second, get yourself all set up. And then we're going to bend the right knee, slide it in, but slide it in wide. So step the foot out just a little bit so there's plenty of space in front of you for your belly and chest. And then with that wider position, we're going to turn towards that knee. So left hand is going to reach over towards the right knee. Right hand is going to come behind you, and then you're just going to use that knee as a little bit of leverage. Gently pull into the knee so you can find a little bit of extra twist in your spine. Maybe look over your back shoulder, and then just take a moment to come back to your breath. One more breath. And then when you're ready, return to center, send that leg out nice and long, give your knees a little bounce, give your ankles a little wiggle. And then we're going to take that to the other side. So we're going to slide the left foot in and then step it out slightly wide. So we just want it kind of edging on the outside of the rib cage. Right hand's going to reach over towards the left knee, catch hold of the knee, rotate to the left, and then allow yourself to use that leg as a little bit of leverage to draw just a little deeper into your twist if it feels good. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, return to center, nice and slow and controlled. Send that leg out, give everything a little wiggle, wiggle your toes, wiggle your ankles, shrug out your shoulders. And then just to finish, we're going to take it into a cobbler's pose or Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees out to the left and to the right. Find that little butterfly position. Hold on to your toes. And then just for a moment here, think about getting nice and tall. So just reach up through the crown of your head. Let your shoulders be fairly soft. And then if you can, on an exhale, just lean your heart forward just about 1 inch. So barely moving forward. Soften your inner thighs. Relax your knees. Inhale, get a little bit taller through the crown of your head. Exhale and lean forward just 1 more inch. So barely coming forward. You might not even notice that sense of movement. Inner thighs soft. Knees soft and heavy. Inhale, get a little bit taller through the crown of your head. Exhale, lean forward 1 more inch. Soften your inner thighs. Soften your knees. Soften your shoulders. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Get some reach through the spine. Exhale, lean forward 1 more inch. So barely coming forward. Soften your inner thighs. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Cool, and then when you're ready, come up nice and slow and controlled, grab the outsides of your knees, help your legs come together, and then we'll slowly roll away down to the ground. So if you like that little bit of extra abdominal core work, you're gonna curl the tailbone under, come down nice and slow and controlled, or you might opt for a little bit more support, bring your elbows and forearms down and take your time as you come down. So come down in a way that works good for you. And then once you're down on the ground, toe heel your feet to about hip or shoulder distance apart, and then just drop the knees side to side. Take a few gentle windshield wipers here. One more drop of the knees side to side, and then we're going to take it into supine twist. So we're going to pull the right knee in towards the chest. Let your left leg go nice and long to the end of your mat. One more breath. And then take that right knee over to the left, over and across the body. Find your twist. Maybe let your right arm open out nice and wide. Maybe turn your head to the right. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, pull the right knee into your chest, bring the left knee into meet, bring it in for a little squeeze, and then hold on to your left knee. Let your right leg go nice and long. Hang out here for an extra breath. Awesome. And then take that left knee over to the right, over and across the body. Let your left arm open wide. Let your head turn to the left. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, pull that left knee back into your chest, bring the right knee into meet, both legs come in for a little squeeze. And then we're going to take those knees slightly wider. So think knees to the outsides of the ribs, and then find this little rock side to side. So maybe even think of this as sort of a modified happy baby, a softer happy baby. So we're just holding on to the shins, knees are wide, and we're rocking a little bit side to side. So think about rocking across the back of the body. Beautiful. One more little rock side to side. And then when you're ready, come back to center, set your feet down, but set them down in that wider position. Come back to those gentle windshield wipers just to offer a little bit of softness back into the hips. And then ask yourself where would be your best Shavasana. If it's cold in the room that you're working in, maybe take a second to put your socks on or throw a blanket on, but then get your body into a position that feels really nice and comfortable and allows you to find a little stillness. And that might even mean coming into a seat in a chair, but whatever works good for you. So I'm going to opt for constructive rest today, a little bit support for the low back. any other position that works good for you. So you might choose a little bit of a traditional Shavasana with the legs long, or maybe a reclined cobbler's pose if you want a little extra action for the hips. Whatever works good for you, take your time to find your way there. And then maybe close your eyes down. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. Gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe gently turn your head side to side. And then we're going to make some light little fists. So we're going to curl the fingers in so that we make those light little fists. And then locating those little front hip bones, we're going to take 3 light taps to the hip bones. So make your light little fist, locate your hip bones, and then just do 3 light taps right to the hips. And then take those fists and 3 light taps to the low belly, just underneath the belly button. Keep those fists, move on up to the solar plexus, 3 light taps to the solar plexus. Keep those fists, move on up to the heart center, 3 light taps to the heart. Awesome. And then we're just going to open our fists, gently bring the hands around the throat. Notice the temperature of your hands connected to the temperature of your neck and your throat. So just gently wrap the hands around. Notice, take a nice deep breath. Awesome. Release your hands from your neck and throat, light fingers, and we're just going to tap right around that third eye center. So right around the eyebrows, give a couple of light taps. And then keep those looser fingers, bring it up to the crown of the head and give a couple of light taps to the crown of the head. Nice. And then when you're ready, stretch your arms up and overhead. Walk your feet nice and long. Find that big good morning stretch. Reach through your fingers, reach through your toes. Take a nice big giant breath back into your body. Awesome. And then in your own way, at your own pace, find your way up to a comfortable seated position. So you might rock and roll up, roll to one side, whatever gets you there and feels good. Cool. And then as you come up to that comfortable seated position, just take a second. So find that nice tall spine. We're going to take the right hand across over to that space right underneath the left collarbones. Push in just a little bit, draw a couple of circles, go in one direction. Draw a couple of circles, go the other way. And then we'll take that over to the other side. So left hand's going to reach across that space right underneath the collarbones. Push in just a little bit, draw a couple of circles in one direction. Draw a couple of circles the other way. Nice. And then we're going to take an open hand situation and we're just going to come right behind and underneath the ears and then just draw down. So a light, gentle pressure, draw down the neck. One more time down and then stack both hands right on top of your heart. Close your eyes down if it feels good and maybe even bow your head to your heart. Take a nice, generous inhale, breathing in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, for your body, and for all of your hard work. And breathe in a little extra love and gratitude that you can carry with you through the rest of your day and share with everyone you see. And then when you feel ready, gently lift up through the top of your head, gently open your eyes. I bow to you. Happy Saturday. I'm glad I got to spend a little time with you.